Oh, I will see that my faceless corporate employers will suffer for this outrage! They call this pittance a paycheck? After all those hours of hard labor flipping burgers. This won't even pay the daily interest on my debts. Put your tears back in your eyes. Don't you dare pity me. I fail. What? Every room brings me more fail. What are you babbling about? A travesty in gaming. A horrible, twisted, distorted travesty. What? Did they force you to play Sonic Riders? You could be playing Mario. Mario. Or Castlevania. Castlevania. Or Kirby. Kirby. Or you could play them all at the same masochistic time. Is this a retro title based upon the Gray Man? How did this gem ever escape my notice? Not exactly. It's a mashup fan game. Kinda like MK Fusion, but with RPG mechanics. Distorted Travesty. Now there's a name I can really get behind. Tell me more. Well, you're the greatest gamer that ever lived, and are suddenly sucked into video game land. You mean like this? What? No, I mean... Yes, exactly like that. This just gets better and better. The game really is cool and all, and I rather enjoyed the chatter between the characters. And the author really went above and beyond, giving you tons of awesome powers and abilities, quotes in every map, data for every creature, and even putting jokes across the top of the game's window. But unfortunately, the game's completely impossible. Unwinnable? No, but the game's hard enough to cut diamonds. Bah, I doubt that. I did an interview with the game's author. Apparently he's beaten all 3 NES Ninja Gaiden and Battletoads. Without cheats. Impossible! No human could accomplish that. And as for this game, bring it on! Well, you've been warned. Here, you'll want to use a gamepad on this one. 27.5 bugs? That's nothing. I'm running Windows. You can scan things with the mouse, too. Well now, what have we here? Every creature I encounter can be crippled. It's like this game was designed with me in mind. Brave mode. You become invulnerable to enemies and deal massive damage with your attacks. Actually, this is a great mechanic. I've even seen entire games built around similar concepts. I believe that mobility is the most defining gameplay trait for a platformer. And with air dashing, that weird fire rocket move, the ability to super dash by conjuring winds, and even being able to summon blocks to jump on, you're given incredible mobility. Is it just me, or are you fighting the same enemies over and over? Enemies that walk in a straight line. Enemies that fly in a straight line. Enemies that fly in curvy lines. Ah! You've discovered our secret! Evil overlords have no originality. Sentinels? I'm no mutant.
You jump several times your height.
So I work out.
You conjure huge rocks from thin air.
Sleight of hand.
Your hand transports into a giant metal claw.
That's an infection!
You can regenerate your injuries.
I can explain that. Hell with it. So, this is what the inside of a train looks like. A multi-level sewer. I've always wondered what powered trains, and now I know. Raw sewage. Ha! Hiding inside walls won't save you from me. What is this nonsense? Magma does not behave like this. It's flying lava. You're just jealous that you didn't think of it first. No! Of course not. Any fool could brew up a batch of flying lava in their bathtub. It takes nothing. Now self-combusting marshmallows. That takes genius. Maybe this game isn't so special after all. I mean, look. A desktop platformer. Been there. Done that. And tilting crazily while moving my window around. You call this a challenge? Is that all you have, Mr. Darkness? Pathetic. I've seen more challenging. No! Mega Man! How did they know my weakness? How did they know?
Mega Man isn't so bad.
Instant death spikes! Why? Why? Why?
I've long wondered about that myself. I mean, how many times have my super advanced robots spontaneously exploded when their shoulders brushed against something sharp? I'm starting to think that balloon animals might not be the right material to make battle robots from.
Are these all instant death spikes? I mean, really now? Well, once I get past this segment, it should all be downhill, right?
No, actually, that's one of the easier segments of the game.
There are difficulty settings. What if I set the game to easy?
I doubt it would help you much here.
But
your deaths are all from falling. Easy mode won't take your knockback away, nor will it reposition any of the traps or make any of the jumps less difficult.
then what good is it?
It'll reduce the damage you take, making the bosses a cakewalk. Well, as easy as a cakewalk on a slippery wet roof during a hurricane anyway. Yeah, my mother had the same thing installed in our place while I was growing up.
What?
Oh, the giant rock you'd have to climb to get into the kitchen. But first you'd always have to make it drop from the ceiling along with a dozen or so flaming skulls.
What?
The real pain in the ass was always getting that stuff back into the ceiling after I got my milk. Is that a spiked wrecking ball swinging back and forth in the woods?
The environmentalists must be getting quite serious.
The game doesn't even need to throw traps at you anymore.
Shut up!
Just the shadows are enough to deal with you.
I said, shut up! See this? Cement that crumbles under your feet. This is why I don't hire the lowest bidder for my own construction. You know, I think I've seen level design like this before. In ROM hacks! Finally! Damn! I thought I would never get through this room. Wait, did I see an item? Oh no! 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 easy. This game wasn't so hard.
How many times did you die?
Maybe once or twice. Surely no more than a dozen.
According to your menu, it's been more than 1,000.
It lies! Lies!
You really think Distorted Travesty was easy?
For one such as I? Of course!
Well, then you'll be glad to know that there's a sequel.
A what?
A sequel. One with no leveling up, no stat boosting items, no equipment, no items, no healing, no...
What are you saying?
Well, it's like the game you just played, only your character is much more fragile and has no way to heal herself. And, since she can wall cling, you don't need to be provided with platforms to stand on anymore.
But...
And when you finish that, well, there's a third title already in development.
Seriously, who lives in a place like this?
And leading to the bathroom, instead of a hallway, I want a vertical shaft, lined with death spikes, and with saw blades whizzing back and forth. Are you getting all this?